Before I started this unit, I didn't have a structured financial plan. I received around 3,500 per month, mainly from my parents, and do not have currently a job. So I also use credit cards, so controlling my spending is more important. I manually check my account balance, but I didn't consistently record my spending or connect my short-term purchase with long-term goals. Across week 1 to week 4, my thinking changed from simply changing money to making decisions through a clear purchase, understand, control, protect, and grow. In week 1, I learned that financial literacy is not just in knowing how much money is in my account. It is about planning, setting goals, and separating needs from wants. My own spending evidence shows that I spent 251.88 on eating out, 231.39 on transport, and 319.53 on groceries. This made me realize that my biggest issue was not one large purchase, but repeated small spending. So if I move out and my parents cannot support me immediately, I will need to plan for rent, food, transport, and emergency saving. My weakness was that then I checked my balance instead of making real purchases. After week 1, I changed my goals from general wishes to clear financial goals. My short-term goal is to save for an air purifier. My medium-term goal is to save for clothes. My long-term goal is to save for a computer. To achieve these goals, I will first record all expenses, then I will reduce spending on takeaway and unnecessary tax trip. Third, I will save at least 500 each week. Finally, I will review the budget every Sunday. Week 2 changed my view of credit card use. I have around 3,500 per month, and I want to save at least 500 per week, which is about 2,000 per month. That leaves around 1,500 as spending cap. My select track spending was already 1,420.72, so there is not much room left. This showed me that using a credit card without plan can create a future problem. The time value of money means money used for interest cannot be used for saving emergency funds or future goals. Week 3 helped me understand that a budget needs protection. My main personal risk is spending money too quickly and then needs support from my parents, but they may not be able to give money immediately. Identify this as a medium likelihood and high impact risk because I have no job and still need to pay initial costs. I ran it as high priority and I cannot completely avoid this risk. So my treatment is reduction and expansion. I will reduce the risk by using a weekly budget, saving at least 500 each week, and counting necessary tax and takeaway spending. Week 4 changed my idea of investing. I used to think investing mainly meant choosing share or buying something that could go in value. Now I understand that investing should match my goal, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Because I have no job and no super account yet, my first step is not aggressively investing. My foundation must come first. Balance my budget, repay the credit card in full when possible. Build an emergency fund and only then compare diversion investment options such as ETFs or managed fund. When I start working, I also need to check my super fund fields performance and investment option because superannuation is a long-term indirect investment. Overall, the biggest change is that I no longer see financial decisions as separate choices. Week 1 helped me understand my spending and set goals. Week 2 showed me that credit card spending has a future cost. Week 3 taught me that I need a risk plan because my parents may not always provide support immediately. Week 4 showed me that investing should come after financial readiness. My three special actions are to record every purchase for 9 weeks, saving at least 500 each week, and limited credit card using to purchase I can reply in full. My main lesson is that financial immediacy depends on consistent habits, not last-minute support.